So, hey, this is Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly with Open and Honest. And today we have got something great to talk about. Because you remember we were talking about something we actually overheard somebody saying, and we couldn't quit talking about it.
I saw it on Instagram, actually. And one of the questions that a young lady, she was dating a man, and she said she was saving sex for marriage. So the man in turn told her, that's good because I'm saving my finances for marriage. Do y'all think that's cool? I mean, if a guy's trying to date y'all, he's saying he's saving finances for marriage because he wants to save his finances for his wife because you want to save sex for your husband.
So it's been a long time since we've been dating, and back in the day we didn't
longer
have.
For her. No, actually longer for me. I've been
Absolutely,
longer than you.
right.
You're just older. That's all.
We can't tell.
Okay.
I don't know if back in the day we had a lot of money, so we didn't have the expectations that I think today's dating arena has. Because young women now have a whole lot of expectations: Louboutins, Gucci, Prada.
Your glass is one a circle and one a square.
That's the way life is sometimes.
Okay.
So, what do you guys think? What do you think about that, Dr. Heaven? Give me your honest opinion.
I think it's a double standard. I think that if you want to say, I mean, biblically, you want to save sex for marriage. That's just, we don't do it. Nobody's done it. You haven't done it. Nobody I know has done it. Maybe one person I know has saved themselves for marriage. So that's like almost unheard of. So for a man to turn around and say he's saving his finances and we going Dutch, to me that's a problem for me, because I feel like if a man likes me, he's going to try to woo me, and if he ain't spending no money, he really don't like me. That's what I think, and I've already said that. So to me, that's a cop out for a man who just maybe wants sex and just mad because you ain't giving it to him, and he really don't like me. Because if he likes me, he'll wait, and he'll still woo me, and he'll still take me out, he'll court me, wine and dine me, all of that, and probably get sex anyway. But knowing he ain't gonna get sex, just say we going Dutch, no, that's a problem for me. So what you think?
I think back in the day, that really wouldn't have been a biggie for us because we weren't having the same expectations. Now I think men have more access to money, and crazy enough, a man's money is connected with his heart.
I agree.
And so I think you have a great point. When a man cares about a woman, he uses his money to provide, protect, and profess. And part of professing his love for the woman is to buy her roses and buy her things that make her smile. Rubies, honey.
Take her on trips.
Yes. So I do think in today's...
and candy.
All of that. Yes.
Trips and buy new earrings.
Absolutely.
And designer watch and shoes. Shoes too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so we really want to hear your comments. Leave down below your comments of what you really think in today's society, 2019, what are the true expectations from a woman and from a man? Because we don't want to be biased, even though we're women, girl power. We still don't want to be biased. Like, what would you say if you knew that there was somebody in your family who was a woman, and she said, I'm not having sex with him, but I want him to buy me rubies, pearls, or diamonds, what would be your advice?
One thing that you said that I don't completely agree with, I think that a lot of women have way more money than men in this day and age. I mean, if we're using African-American women, so is it wrong for a woman to pay? I think it was for us, and we probably would both say yes, we don't want to pay because we've been trained to think that way. But if you got more money, you really like this guy, and he don't have no money, I think you would pay. I would. Honestly, to be open and honest, I would pay. I would.
Every time?
Not every time, but I'm just saying, like, okay, if I'm making this money and I want to go on a trip to a nice place, and I really like him, but he just can't afford to take me there, I think I'd come out of pocket and pay some.
So what would you be looking for to say he's a good guy, though? Because if he can't afford to pay...
He's God-fearing. He's kind to me. He treats me real good. Now, if I'm paying, he got to put out.
Put what out?
I mean, he got to lay it down. You know what I'm saying?
Lay what down?
But one thing I will say is a man does not have to have a certain career, but ultimately, I think he has to have motivation and drive, okay?
That's
to
important.
Actually take care of me, because I think I was once asked the question, does a man have to be a doctor in order to be... No, he don't. But he got to have the same drive that I do. He got to be able to provide for his family, or he ain't really the man, is he? I think men feel good about providing for their families. I think men feel good about buying something. So if they really like you, if they love you, and they know right off if you the one or not. They know right off. You got an A+. Okay, that's woman. Now you might change his mind in the long run by being crazy as hell, like some of us we know. But a man knows if he really likes you, and he'll spend his money. He will. He'll spend his money. But if he doesn't have it, and I really like him, I spend the money.
Really? I don't know if that sends the right message, though. If I start,
I really like him and I want to go.
I know, but whatever you start out doing in the beginning of a relationship, a lot of time will carry over into years and years and years down the road.
He gotta have some kind of drive, though. You know what I mean? He can't just sit up and say and feel comfortable.
But wait, Heaven, you can know how to drive a car and the car never moves.
Right? You can't follow something that's not moving. But what I'm saying is, you know, like if you meet somebody and you know they ain't even trying to do nothing, you know what I mean? Then that's a problem. But if he's trying and he got the drive and he has the intellect, I think you work with a brother. I don't know. It's rough out here on sisters. I'm telling you, I hear it every day. The women can't find a man. Okay, so if you find somebody you really like that has 80% of what you're looking for, but he's just not there yet financially. At this day and age, he probably ain't gonna never be there. But I mean, if you're younger, maybe you can help him. Maybe you can. Work with a brother, right? No.
I do think that if you see great potential and a good spirit, most importantly God-fearing, like you said, you got a lot to work with. But if you already start feeling like you call, he's still asleep, he can't even pay his own bills, he's never taking you out anywhere, he's never buying you a gift, because it doesn't always matter how much the gift was.
Right.
Even if you buy me a card.
One row.
Yeah, those little things like that would count. Now, sex. I do believe sex changes the dynamics of a relationship.
Absolutely.
And as soon as you start having sex with...
It can make it better, much better, or it can make it much worse.
So sex can amplify.
Both of them things.
Oh, we all have.
Right. Well, I only had one man, so...
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. But it can make it much, much better if it's an amazing sex. It can make the and if it ain't, then it's probably the relationship probably over.
So why introduce sex in a relationship right now? Because you may not have established exactly who you are and what you have to offer to that man. So I would be cautious.
It's easier said than done. I think a lot of time when you're just spending time with somebody and you're alone with them and you feeling them, things just happen. I know it ain't supposed to, but it just does. I mean, how many people just spend a lot of time with somebody and it just don't end up just having some hot, steamy, butt naked sex?
Russell
Simmons?
No, Wilson and Sierra's.
There's an exception to every rule. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. Maybe they're telling the truth, but I'm just saying. You said God-fearing. Suppose they don't believe in God.
Well, for whatever reason, she is abstaining from sex is her reason.
Okay, suppose he don't believe in God.
Then you probably shouldn't be in their relationship if you abstaining from sex because you're God-fearing and he's not even God-fearing. Yeah, that's already messed up from the top.
You're going to have a lot of problems.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you really want to make sure that you communicate.
Suppose he believe in God, but y'all got a different religion.
But it's one God. And so you may have different ways you practice.
Jesus Christ is the only way.
Okay.
That's what I believe, right?
Okay, but how is that going to change the fact that all religious beliefs that I know of, and I don't know a lot about but one, and that's Christianity. But most religious beliefs, if you talk to them, they all have this preservation of the female.
Of course, yeah.
So my point here is I don't know if that's going to matter if you have different denominations.
I would think that I would be spending my life trying to convert you. Because I believe that if you don't believe your Lord Jesus Christ, you will not saved.
Okay, but that ain't got nothing to do with the fact that they all believe that you shouldn't have sex.
Okay, I went off on another tangent.
You did, as you do.
I ain't talking about the sex now. I'm talking about your life, your soul.
Okay, but we're talking today about sex equal to finances.
So if you have sex, that's your soul that you give into another person that's going to hell. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm coming back from that. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone, Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we having sex now.
Because men probably care a lot more about,
And he
well,
leaving an imprint on my brain because we having sex.
because I told you that before.
Right, that's
when
what
you
you say.
have sex with a man, it leaves an imprint
Forever.
on your brain forever.
So everybody you been with, you got an imprint somewhere on your brain.
Right there.
Well, how you think, Jackie, with all that in your brain?
So I do believe over time it gets buried deep and deep and deep and deep and deep down
consciousness,
into your circuit, and you don't often
But
remember
that's
that.
why so many women are torn. If they got different imprints and they bad imprints on their brain, no wonder people have emotional issues.
But I do think when you pile on good stuff on top of the bad stuff gets pushed down so far down that you don't have to walk around feeling like, okay, I got this imprint of this bad relationship on my brain.
I think that everybody has a right answer for them. And I think that as long as you're happy to do what you think is right, if I want to have sex with this man and I feel like he's a good man and I know I ain't supposed to have sex because of the Bible, but people do anything anyway. If I want to have sex, I'm going to have some sex, okay? I'm just going to do it.
But
I'm
he's not
gonna
giving
ask
you any of his money.
He give me some sex.
Okay,
And
and
I'm
that's
giving
good
him some
enough.
sex.
And that's good enough.
Sometimes.
Y'all can't pay the rent.
No,
the
I'm just
phone
saying,
bill
I'm not
ain't
gonna marry
paid.
you. I'm
The
not gonna
light
marry you.
bill.
I'm not gonna marry you, but if I'm just in it for sex, sometimes you just on the prowl, Jackie. You understand that? You just
Okay.
on the prowl. You just want some good
But we
sex.
got this serious girl. She is she believes in what she believes, and she said, I'm saving myself from marriage.
Well, you do that then. You
Okay.
do that, but I'm not gonna do it. Some people not gonna do it. A lot of people over here not gonna do it. I'm gonna
I
have
know,
some sex.
but he won't give you any of his money. Everywhere you go, you
Well,
gotta
I'm getting
pay.
the money because I'm having sex.
Okay, but
Sex and money go together.
what about the woman who is
She ain't gonna get no money.
okay, and it's okay.
She better have a good job. She ain't giving them no sex. Jackie,
Okay.
she need
Okay. But this is open and honest, and I think there's no right answer.
I'm being silly, but you can understand the concept. You ain't giving no sex. Why should I get my money?
So it's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay, but I mean, I want something for my sex. I think I deserve something.
That's called prostitution.
Okay, if I wasn't getting no money, what would we call? Slut? I mean, what you call it? Would you be a prostitute and don't get no money, or be a slut? What is you calling it? Both ways is kind of skanky. So if I'm gonna do it, might as well get paid for it, right?
So I think you have to be
No.
comfortable with your own personal beliefs. Is what I do hear us
You ain't
saying
never got paid
tonight.
to have sex.
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
Me neither.
But I think we have to.
Not outright. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! Do tell more.
No, I'm saying, you know how people have sex with people, Ebony. You know, when you're having sex and then a man will buy you a bracelet or something. That's kind of like a gift for the sex, but we not saying it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of prostitutes will tell you, listen, it's the same thing as dating. You just know what you're gonna get from the very beginning.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that a man's opinion? We need a man to comment down and tell us, is it okay for you not to spend your money on her if she's not having sex with
If you don't spend your money, I don't feel like you like me. But if you like me and I like you, we having some sex. That just go all together, right? Don't y'all think? Moving on to the next subject. What's the next subject, Jackie? The next subject is what?
Let's say it's the man who doesn't want to have sex.
Not gonna happen. I ain't never met a man that don't want to have sex with me.
Heavenly.
I haven't. I'm telling you, like, if I'm dating somebody, I've never met a man.
Do you think you sent a message, though, that it was okay to approach you about sex?
No,
and...
I'm just saying after dating, I've never had a guy friend. You know, I haven't had sex with, but one person. But what I'm saying is, when I'm dating, everybody I've ever dated wanted to have sex eventually. Maybe that night. Probably that night they would have took it. But then that's the ultimate
But
goal.
I told my husband, I said, listen, I'm getting too old now to keep running around here dating. And
So what did he say about you had sex with other people and not him?
I only had sex with one person.
No. Let's tell the truth now.
Okay,
Jackie.
when you start telling the truth, Heavenly, the truth is going to set us all
But you're
free.
supposed to be truthful, Jackie.
Well, this is open and honest, Heavenly. I need you to be open
So
and
the
honest.
people you had sex with, you just didn't have sex with your husband.
Okay, so let's go
So you
and
felt
tell
like that would help him marry you quicker?
No, it was just a personal decision that I was no longer going to participate in premarital sex.
And he was cool with that.
I think Curtis felt like that was the thrill of the chase, but yes.
So I'm just saying, and I don't know, this is before y'all got married.
Yeah.
You think he was having sex with other people?
Ooh, heavenly. What
I'm
you saying
before
about my
y'all-
husband?
no,
What you saying
I'm
about my
saying
husband?
Most men, not your husband. Let's say but somebody else, Chris. Okay, Chris, the camera guy. If he's not having sex with his woman, do you think he having sex with somebody else? Just Chris, a random dude.
I
not
don't.
Not Curtis.
I don't think Chris is. I think Chris.
No, Chris at the strip club. Look, he's at the strip club. He having sex in the strip club. He getting his stuff done.
What you mean?
What happened? Go down in the strip club. That's why I don't want my man up in there, because I know what happens in the strip club.
What?
Sex, oral sex, cunnilingus, all that kind of touching and jerking and all of that.
What?
Yeah, child, they put their hands on the men's penises and stuff.
You are lying,
Girl,
heavenly.
go to
No,
the
they
right strip
don't.
club. Girl, Chris. Yeah, see?
What?
I told you what go on the strip club. Don't be naive. What you call boo-boo? Boo-boo. Boo-boo, let your man go to the strip club. I know. I'd rather my man go to the strip club on camera. Because we know pretty much he ain't going to do that on camera. But I think in the strip club, and nobody can recognize, ain't no cameras, no video, just like in Vegas. It's some penises getting
I don't.
knobbed on.
Heavenly.
Jackie, come on.
How
man,
many
you know
strip
that.
clubs have you been to?
I've been to Onyx and I've been to Magic City. And I only been to each one time. But it do have a little sin in there. And I know that they
Wings?
have this.
You mean wings?
No, it's a little since you might want to cover your drink and your food and stuff, because the women be up there dancing over you or whatever. And I just be looking like amazed, like how she just feels so free to just like them stripper men walking around where they just put you on some pants.
Yeah.
You don't feel pride or nothing. You just gonna just be naked.
Well,
Now cheaters, they don't really dance. The cheaters, they doing like this. So that ain't really no strip club. Strip club, don't stop. Again, they breaking a new song like he know about. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And they working, girl. They picking up stuff with their stuff and doing all kind of tricks and all running down the pole. I saw it, girl. I saw it. I know what going on the strip club. That's why I don't want my man in no damn strip club. I'm telling you, that's why she looking like that. She don't know. You agreeing with me or disagreeing with me? Because I know that stuff happened. Okay. All right. Don't let your man go to no strip club because Chris still smiling. I'm serious. No strip clubs. But what we talking about?
I see. She was so far off. We were talking about whether it's okay for a man to not want to have sex with a woman, and she said there'll be no exchange taking place.
I'm saying most men want to have sex. I know it's probably an exception to every rule, but if a man did not want to have sex with me with all of this, I'd be side-eyeing him.
Really?
I really would.
I would think he's being respectful, though, Heavenly.
What do you mean?
If he didn't want to have sex, and I said we're not having sex because we're...
I think a man would agree to that, but he won't it.
Okay, now
If
that's
he
different.
really liked me,
That's different.
He's going to maybe do what Curtis did. I think Curtis really loved you, and he was willing
Oh,
to
it's
wait.
the thrill of the chase all the time. See, how can I get her to change that
No, not
mind?
after a while. It's like, okay, this bitch ain't give it up. I'm moving on. But he waited for you. So that means he really was into you. I'm serious. I'm very serious now. I know I play a lot. But he was really into you, so you were worth the wait to him.
Okay, so that's the key. That's the key.
Okay.
If he is, and so you have a set of rules: no sex before
My
marriage.
man wait 2 whole weeks, girl. So I know what
Y'all
I
get
know
outta
he
here.
loved me.
Okay.
No, seriously, he waited
2 weeks, Heaven.
2 weeks. I mean, yes.
That was too soon.
Jackie, you so judgmental.
Okay.
Damn, I told you that.
Okay. What if he had
Everybody
decided?
can't wait till they get married.
What if he decided after 2 weeks that you weren't the one?
Well, once you get this, it's all done. It's done. Oh, when you get this, that's going to enhance the relationship. I told you either it's going to be much, much better.
Well,
or
can
it's
you
gonna be worse.
package that up and put it in a bottle, though?
No, I can't.
Okay. Because if you
And we fit together perfectly. And I think a lot of times when you have sex with people and you fit together perfectly, you're meant to be together. It's a sign. It's an omen.
So I think we're saying it's certainly one of those things you have to say. If I have a set of rules, he has a set of rules, and we're connecting, then I'm okay with those set
And
of
I'm
rules.
also saying rules don't mean a damn thing when you really like somebody. All rules go out the window.
Okay.
And you'll do whatever for that person.
Well,
This has been Open and Honest. Make sure y'all continue to follow us on Open and Honest Radio and on IG at Open and Honest. And Jackie, how can we reach you?
just reach me on IG, The Real Dr. Jackie.